The launching of a business alongside British pioneers in the colonial outpost of Gaul in 1882 by the two American Delmege brothers was the partnership that secured the agency for the Hong Kong and Shanghai Bank. This was further augmented with the arrival of Forsyth in 1890 and the agency for global energy company Shell, thus seeing the birth of Delmege Forsyth, which 1.5 centuries later is a powerhouse corporate in Sri Lanka. But it was in 1977 that the company began a new journey. Chairman, on his acquisition of a controlling interest in an inactive Delmege Forsyth and Company Limited, transformed it into a dynamic, forward-thinking corporate pursuing promising diversification opportunities. Today, Delmege Forsyth, headquartered within Sri Lanka's commercial capital of Colombo, is a diversified conglomerate with strategic investments spanning the leisure, financial and industrial sectors. Insurance is one of the group's oldest sectors, with a journey undertaken over 100 years. Delmege Insurance Brokers is one of the leading insurance brokers in Sri Lanka, serving both the state and private sectors, and our appointment as the correspondent agent for Sri Lanka and the Maldives, representing one of the largest reinsurance brokers in the world, Aon, spurred our expansion into the sphere of both retail and wholesale broking. With over a century's imprint in pioneering distribution in Sri Lanka, today Delmege Distributors Private Limited has touched the lives of nearly every Sri Lankan. Our marketing, retail and wholesale distribution encompasses an extensive portfolio, including our own branded products and other globally renowned brands. FMCG distribution and marketing continues as a core competency within our group, and Delmege Marketing Private Limited enfolds an extensive product range in dairy products and packaged foods. Having a very strong presence in brand marketing and sales and distribution, which covers both modern retail and traditional trade, our direct reach to over 40,000 outlets is amply complemented by a network of committed consignment agents. Over the last decade, Delmege Interior Decor Private Limited has emerged as the leading supplier of internationally renowned quality interior decor products to complement the construction industry. The experience garnered has given us the impetus to serve a discerning client portfolio of eminent architects, interior designers, engineers and contractors, imbuing our specialty interior capabilities into the hospitality, healthcare, commercial, industrial and educational sectors. Our expertise is now extended into overseas projects, including custom building prefabricated wooden cottages, an infinitely imaginative and highly flexible concept. Delmege Medical Private Limited has maintained strong partnerships with both the private and public healthcare industry for over 2 decades. With an expansive array of products that can serve the entire needs of a hospital, diagnostic center or laboratory, we have secured excellent growth impetus through dedicated after-sales service and efficient supply, installation and commissioning. The newest addition to the Delmege Group, Lewis Brown Pharmaceuticals, is already making fast headway into achieving the vision of being among the top 5 marketing, distribution and logistics providers of pharmaceutical and healthcare products for the country. Our highly experienced team adds value to our vast international pharmaceutical partners and principals with a local presence, emphasizing medical marketing, knowledge, detailing and promotions, while collating the synergies of the group's vast experience in logistics and supply chain solutions to the industry. Servicing the construction industry, Delmege Construction Products Private Limited has specialized in a range of internationally reputed construction-related products. Representing the #1 oil used in motor racing in France as the exclusive distributor in Sri Lanka, Delmege Automotive Products Private Limited combines the progressive stance of two century-old partners. Motul's history dates back to 1853, as does Delmege's to 1882. Motul, the sponsor of Racing Team India, is a major manufacturer of synthetic lubricants with a presence in over 90 countries. Delmege Forsyth and Company Exports Limited has reiterated the importance of exports as an economic driver. Our export portfolio is diverse, ranging from traditional spices and tea to brooms and brushes, neem and castor oil products. The last 25 years has seen even more emphasis into the export of coconut fiber-based products, with our product range adding cocoa peat into it to complement the already existing product range of rubberized coir, charcoal, desiccated coconut, copra and coconut milk powder. We also export Sri Lankan food items to countries with a large Sri Lankan diaspora and engage in cross-border trading, sourcing products for clients from anywhere in the world. The concept of the global phenomenon of eco-friendly products took on a new dimension in 2006 with the establishment of the Sri Lanka Board of Investment approved Delmege Coir Private Limited for the manufacture of cocoa peat products. With direct supervision, R&D and maintenance of stringent international quality standards and best practices within our own ambit, this is a definite recipe for success in meeting the needs and aspirations of this growing market segment. Our link to Ceylon tea reverts to the genesis of the tea industry in Sri Lanka way back in the 19th century, when Scotsman R.L.M. Brown pioneered Lewis Brown and Company in 1882. Today, Lewis Brown and Company Private Limited is the holding company of the Delmege Group. Into this equation, imbuing the uniqueness of Ceylon tea savoured by tea connoisseurs the world over, Delmege Teas Private Limited is one of the group's newest ventures, customizing blends for export to world markets whilst sourcing and marketing the Delmege range of Talavakale teas for the local market. Value Addition 2 is being actively pursued through R&D with a special blend and a signature range. Very proud of our Port of Galle roots in 1850, we are one of the few shipping companies in Sri Lanka with over 100 years of continuous activity in the shipping industry. Delmege Forsyth and Company Shipping Limited was a leading shipping agency house before nationalization of the industry in 1973, handling over 30 ships each month, including vessel husbanding functions on behalf of the owners. We represented global lines such as Cunard, Brocklebank, Blue Funnel, Shell Tankers and Mitsui OSK lines, and continue to handle the prestigious Cunard line, which owns the Queen Mary, seaborne cruise ships, container vessels, break bulk carriers, tankers, private yachts and other casual callers. Even with the shift of commercial operations to the Colombo port, we continue maintaining our roots in the Port of Galle while also servicing ships at the Trincomalee port. Providing total logistic solutions is our key success driver. Delmege Freight Services Private Limited encompasses affiliations with worldwide logistical and freight networks, facilitating the movement of cargo to over 700 destinations. We service both Sri Lankan and multinational companies with the added service capabilities of issuing FMC registered bills of lading required for access to operate in the USA. Through Lewis Brown Air Services Private Limited, we hold the sole accredited agency for Lufthansa Cargo and Lufthansa German Airlines for both Sri Lanka and the Maldives since 1993. A major cargo operator in Sri Lanka, Lufthansa Cargo is manned by a highly professional Lufthansa-trained team, a definite advantage to forging long-term partnerships with local and international freight forwarders. A founding member of Star Alliance, the world's leading airline grouping, Lufthansa German Airlines connects passengers from Colombo to a wide international network via the Middle East and India, serving 841 destinations in 157 countries through the Star Alliance network. Our pioneering imprint is further deepened by the fact that in 1994, Delmege Forsyth Tours Private Limited was the first general sales agent appointed outside the Gulf for the five-star airline Qatar Airways for both passenger and cargo. This positive input within Sri Lanka since that time spurred Qatar to open its own offices 10 years later. But given the advantages forged through the decade-long relationship, Qatar continued to maintain its cargo agency with us. Promoting the ethos "So Easy with Us," Del Air Travels is an IATA and Sri Lanka Bureau of Tourism accredited travel agency, offering flexible, hassle-free total A to Z travel solutions. Notching the added advantage of being a member of the exclusive online carrier Top 10 Club, the modernity of travel across boundaries is interestingly blended into the genesis of the group when co-founder E.T. Delmege was appointed the consular agent for the USA in 1872. Delship Services is our ISO 9001-2000 accredited HR recruitment and development company, registered with the Sri Lanka Bureau of Foreign Employment and renowned for our development and placement of technical, skilled, semi-skilled personnel and professionals. The placement process is monitored and streamlined, and with the launch of the Delmege Academy of Languages and Services, we equip personnel with English, German, French, Japanese and Arabic language skills, while also conducting basic certificate courses in insurance, shipping, airline and secretarial services. The strong relationships strengthened over decades with business houses the world over ensures an extensive global network that brings consumer goods to the virtual doorstep of every Sri Lankan. Our corporate fabric embraces a resilience and proactive stance that has formed the cornerstone of our existence. Ours is a story that has spanned history, one that has spurred history, and one that continues to make history. We have been etched into the annals of corporate Sri Lanka as a company that is progressive and one that uses the experiences and skills from the past to succeed in the present and venture into the future. We have indelibly carved a niche and permanently touched the hearts and lives of every Sri Lankan and continue to be the strident flag bearer for our country's progress into the 21st century.